how I feel. Sun in the sky. You know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn.
Morning.
It's a new day. It's a new life.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning.
Ignacio said
Good
that
morning.
he's sorry, but he can't make it to the class today.
And I'm
Who?
Ignacio
Olmedo.
Olmedo.
Oh, okay. I hope it's nothing bad.
I'm feeling good.
Back.
Fish in the sea. You know how I feel. River running free. You know how I feel. Blossom on a tree. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn.
Acuérdense de poner hi en el chat.
It's a new life for me.
¿Qué cosa?
And I'm feeling good.
Que se acuerden de poner hi en el chat para quedar presente.
Ah, sí, sí.
Gracias por recordar, se me había olvidado.
Nada.
You know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun. You know what I mean.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Peace when day is done. That's what I mean.
More people.
And the soul world.
Okay, guys, what did you do with Manuel this morning?
We were learning to use like abbreviations like BRB, like be right back, and that kind of stuff when it comes to texting.
Huh?
And trying to know the meanings of the words and all of that. He left out a few homework.
Okay. So in terms of the book, we're finishing unit 2. So you have the video and the review that you haven't done yet. But I would rather leave that as a homework for you guys to work on during the weekend. And I'm going to post the information on Google Classroom. I'll start recording. So I'm going to do a post with the link for the video of unit 2 and the page of the review with the listening exercises in case you don't have the book. So you can do them there. And we can check that on Tuesday morning when we have our first class of the week. Because remember that on Friday you have the test. So today I want to start with the first unit, the first part of unit 3. Constanza?
I remember back in the first class that we had, you told us that we were gonna do a kind of test to see what level we are in. Is that apart from the first test that we have the next?
Yes, yeah, that was the placement test. I think with Manuel, I think he thought I was going to post the link. I thought he was going to post it. So thank you for reminding me of that. I will post the link for the placement test today.
Okay,
It's
thank you.
not part of your grade. Okay, so don't stress about it. It's just so we can have a better idea of the English level that you arrive with. And because there is a teacher that is helping you with extra practice from the classes, she's working in San Felipe. You got the email invitation.
Oh, yes.
So so we can understand better who is going to those and who really needs to go to those sessions.
Yeah, it will be very helpful. So we can actually, because in phonetics, the teacher recommend us to read some books, but I think it will be great if we could see what level we are in to reach for the right books to read and improve actually our level.
Sure, yeah. Now, you also have to remember that when you want to see your real English level, placement tests, they usually take between 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, I know. I took one of
They're
those.
not, yeah. So the link that we're going to post is just an idea of, but it's not exact. It's not accurate. Okay. It's just so you can have an idea of, you know, where you are, what level you're close to, but not exactly that level. Because placement tests or the tests that tell you your English level, they have to measure reading, listening, writing, speaking, and this is just going to be like a grammar vocabulary test that you're going to take
Yeah,
online.
you are
Okay.
supposed to give them at certain universities in the country, and you actually have to pay for it so you can get your actual level.
Yep. Okay. So that is what's coming today. We're going to post the link for the video, the review, and also for the placement test that you had to do like last week. But that's not graded, remember. I'm going to start because we had one exercise pendant from last class, which was the pavement rage exercise. We saw road rage, and then you had a reading about pavement rage. So I'm going to open that. We can check. Let me see, right. Make sure to say hi in the chat in the meantime. Remember that that's your attendance record. So if you haven't, do it now. Okay, so we had been talking about this idea of pavement rage and road rage, but we had also seen that sometimes when you're reading informal news or when you're reading or when you're talking to somebody, there are some words that they just tend to skip. They don't mention them, right? And we call those ellipses. So what you had to do was remember that when people don't say the words, usually the words that they don't say or that they don't write, they can be the pronouns, the subject pronouns at the beginning of the sentences, or the auxiliary verbs, which is when I have more than one verb or when I have this compound verb phrases. You know, when I have, for example, present continuous, is coming, then the second one is probably not going to use the verb to be. It's just going to say ing. It can also happen with present perfect, past perfect, etc., etc. So then what you had to do was just read this pavement rage exercise, which I think you did, and then we were going to look at the missing words in this sentence that were from the reading. So let's start checking this part. In the first sentence that says, I'm going to an appointment at 11:15 and walking as fast as I can. What is the word that is missing here?
I am.
I am.
I am, good. In the second one, it says, a group of tourists is walking along and taking photos. Sorry, I don't know why, every time that I do a presentation and I put PH, it just deletes the H. I'm sorry. It's a typo. Taking photos.
They are?
They.
Yes, they are. Very good. Okay, they block my way and don't move. Very good. I go red and feel angry.
I don't know.
Yes. And in this last one, maybe you had more than one option. So what do you put on the last one?
It could be and they don't move or they are not moving.
No, I mean in this one, it says ever felt the same?
Have you?
Okay, that's one option. Have you ever felt the same? So this one is present perfect. If you don't recognize it, we are going to see a little bit more ahead, okay? But that one was present perfect, so it was not present continuous that we saw before. But it's also verb phrase. So, pavement rage or road rage. Do you know anybody that suffers that? Or have you ever experienced, pavement rage or road rage?
Yes, it's awful. It makes me want to kick people.
Do you remember what happened? Like, did you suffer it or was somebody else?
No, I did. So in Christmas, it's very crowded everywhere, and everyone is running to the stores because they need to buy gifts. So you can go anywhere in peace because everything is so crowded. You can move, you cannot park your car. It's full of people.
I want to see hands, so show me your hands. How many of you have a driver's license? You will notice only Constanza, I don't have a driver's license. So, but I know people that suffer from road rage. Now, Constanza, do you suffer from road rage or you have seen road rage?
Usually when we used to have smaller cars, because now we have a big one, the guys with bigger trucks and subs, they usually are very annoying because they think because of their cars bigger, they can stay in front of you or pass by you in a very bad way. So yeah, I have with motorcycles as well in the capital because it's very annoying. Very dangerous.
What about the rest of you? Have you ever been with a person with road rage? I'll put it in context, okay? So you can really understand this idea. My sister drives. So if I need to go somewhere and I don't want to take the bus, or sometimes I ask her to drive me. She's the nicest person in the world. But when she's behind the wheel, when she's driving, she's like, oh yeah, and I saw this TV show. Idiot, get out of the way. She transforms, she goes like from cute, nice, friendly, my sister, and then all of a sudden she's the Hulk. She's like, argh! And then she goes back. So that's my question. Have you ever been with one of those people that you're like, are you okay? Because they're like, have you seen that happen?
Yes, I have a brother, and he is very angry with us when he drives. Many times he scream and get angry.
Yeah, that's road rage for you. What about the rest of you? Alan, do you know somebody with road rage? Have you been with somebody?
No, it's no. I don't
Okay.
know.
What about with pavement rage? Like Constanza said, like on Christmas time when there are a lot of people on the sidewalks and you want to go somewhere and you can't because there's just too crowded.
Well, in my town, I don't a lot of crowds in cars. Huh?
Right, because you don't live in the city, right? You live.
Yes. You
Okay.
don't see cars in the streets, or it's very long street, and it's sorry, no many cars. So, no sé cómo decirlo.
No, I get it. There are no many cars.
Yes.
What about animals? Do you get angry with like a cow in the middle of the way?
Okay. Yes. It's really awful. You need to scream the cow or horse to move the way.
I think that also, counts as road rage if you're screaming to the cow.
But you don't scream the cow. The cow is don't move and is still here.
That would be very interesting to see. All right, guys, that was when we were reading and we were learning about ellipses. But now we're going to start with the other unit, okay? Now this other unit, let me share my screen. My mouse just decided not to work. Do this with me. Okay. So we're going to start with a little of unit 3. Now in this unit, this part of the unit, we're going to see 2 things, okay? We are going to learn about how we can describe movement, because so far we've seen like prepositions of place, adverbs of time, things like that, but we don't know how to describe something that is happening, like in motion, in movement, and talk about things in the past. So let's start talking about extreme sports. But I want you to focus about extreme sports that takes place in the sky or around the air, in heights. For example, skydiving. What other extreme sport do you know in the sky? You can Google in the meantime if you don't remember, but tell me the names.
I don't know how to say in English, but like tirolesa.
Like canopy?
Uh-huh.
Do we say it? Yeah, do we say it like canopy as well in English? I think so.
I don't know.
Yes, we do.
Okay, I'm gonna write canopy.
Bungee?
That's good. Which one?
Bungee?
Bungee jumping. Good. What else do you remember?
I don't know how you say parapente in English. I don't remember it.
Can you Google it? Because I don't remember either, and it's
Yeah.
different. Windsurfing? No, because windsurfing is in the water.
Yeah, it is in the water.
It's a water sport.
I'm looking it up. It's paragliding.
Paragliding.
Yeah.
Because in that one, you jump, but it's like the parachute is already open, right?
Yes.
Everything is open, so you just jump, and then
you just jump to the sky, literally, from a mountain. It has to be a high place.
Yeah, but you know that the parachute is open.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like skydiving where you jump and then you open the parachute.
Yeah.
So it's safer.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, safer.
If you fall into the sea, I don't know.
That's true. Okay. Do you guys know any other extreme sport that happens like in the sky?
Salto base. I don't know how to say it in English.
Base jumping. That's base jumping. Yeah.
I got one.
Yeah.
Parachuting.
Parachuting?
Mhm.
Which one is that? 'Cause the parachute is like the.
Sí, paracaídas.
So what do you do in parachuting?
Jump from the ¿cómo se dice avión?
Airplane?
Airplane. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mm,
I think that
Maybe.
parachuting, you jump and you open the parachute in like the next moment, like right after. But
mm,
in skydiving, you jump and you're still like jumping. Hey, look at me, I'm falling. Hi. Some people get married in the air and then they open the parachute. So I think maybe there's a difference like with the time, but I'm not sure
mhm.
because I have never done anything like this. Have you ever done or practiced an extreme sport? Maybe not in the water or in the air, maybe in the water, maybe, you know, in the ground, on land. Have
I
you ever
don't
done
know if
anything?
it's considered a extreme sport, but I did ski on water,
Water skiing,
water skiing, yeah. And it's really difficult.
I can imagine, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, if you need if you know how to swim, because otherwise you will drown.
Very true.
Yeah, it's a lot of water into your mouth while you're learning.
What about you guys? Have you ever done canopy, for example? I think that's pretty popular around here. Mountain biking. I'm gonna check that.
I did canopy in Viña when I was a kid, but only one time.
But do you remember it?
Yeah, I do. It was very fun.
Nice. Okay, well, we're gonna go to one that's a little more extreme. Just look at the picture here. What do you see on this picture? What do you guys see in the picture?
Like
An astronaut?
Yeah, astronaut.
Yeah, it's a guy with an astronaut suit. What else do you see?
He's in the he's gonna jump, I think.
It looks like he's gonna jump. Ignacio, you said something about the place?
Yes.
You can see the clouds, right?
He's in the stratosphere.
Maybe, I mean,
In the space.
in space?
No, I don't know really, but he is really high.
Very. Now look where he is. Like, where is he standing?
The border.
Of what?
Rocket or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so usually when things go to space, you have two types of ships. So you have a rocket, What the rocket does, the rocket just goes. But there's no people inside. There are no people inside the rocket, okay? The rocket is just the force. When they go to space, they talk about a shuttle. The shuttle has people inside. So that's the difference between the rocket and the shuttle. The shuttle, you have people inside that go and they come back. All right? Guys? Do you understand the difference between the rocket and the shuttle?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sometimes the shuttles, they have little parts, small places that they can detach from the shuttle and then come back. Like one of these that looks like a capsule. They're also called pods. Todo lo que son como cápsulas que contengan algo grandes se pueden llamar cápsulas o se pueden llamar pods. So the pod, to give you an idea of what it is, I'm going to write it here, okay? Pod. ¿Han visto el café que viene en cápsulas?
Yes.
Okay, those are coffee pods. Those are coffee pods. Cuando las mamás hacen los porotos granados y tienen que sacarlos de la vaina, las vainas se llaman en inglés también pods. So everything that is contained into something like that, it's called a pod. In this case, you also have like these pods that are next to the shuttles. Okay? Now we said where this guy is. We said that he looks like he's about to jump. What do you think he's thinking? What do you think he's thinking about right now? What would you think? If you are in that situation, what is in your head?
Think
what the
about
hell did I get
nothing but
into?
everything at the same time.
Nothing very reasonable. Reasonable. ¿Cómo se dice?
Reasonable?
Es. Exacto.
Reasonable.
Reasonable.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Something like that.
Or maybe he's concentrating, like that.
Maybe
Yes, he's focused.
But on what?
Stay alive.
Don't die.
Not dying.
Not dying. Yeah. Okay. So this guy, you have his name. His name is Felix Baumgartner. He broke a record because this is an actual jump. So I'm going to play the recording that talks about this jump. You have to answer these questions while you're listening, okay? I'm gonna play the recording.
Miss?
You guys can't hear.
No, we can't.
We don't
Okay,
hear anything.
that's because I forgot to share my computer sound. I'm an idiot, sorry.
Don't
Okay.
worry, thank you.
Don't worry, miss.
Please let me know if you hear. Here we go.
Yes.
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 Hello and welcome to Making History, the program where we look back at human achievements that have changed history. And it was on October the 14th, 2012, that Felix Baumgartner, a pilot from Austria, made history when he became the first person to go faster than the speed of sound. 8 million people watched live on YouTube as Baumgartner made the amazing jump out of a balloon from a height of 38 kilometers above the Earth. Baumgartner's journey started at 3:16 p.m. when the large balloon slowly lifted him up into space. As he went up, he tweeted from his phone, "Live from space, world, you are beautiful." At 5:37 p.m., it was time to jump. He slowly moved his seat forward out of his capsule. He sat still and looked down for a few seconds. He didn't think about the beautiful view or breaking the speed record. He had only one thought: I want to get home alive. Then he jumped. But immediately something went wrong. He fell too fast, and he suddenly started to turn round and round. The rest of his skydiving team saw this on their computer screens and were worried he was in terrible danger. Luckily, he got into the correct diving position quickly, with head down and arms out behind him, like Superman. When Baumgartner's parachute finally opened and he floated down towards the desert in New Mexico, everybody shouted and jumped up and down. They were so pleased he was safe. His mother cried with happiness. Baumgartner landed on his feet. He was so happy to be safe that he fell down on his knees. A few days later, he told a TV reporter his next goal was to go faster than the speed of light. It was a joke, of course.
Okay, so you're going to breakout rooms only for 3 minutes to check the answers, and then you're coming back and you're going to hear everything again one more time to check and to see if there was any information missing, okay?
Ey, ¿qué pasa? No pasa nada. Calmado nomás. Sí. Claro, y se tiró y empezó a rodar así, entero rígido. No, no a girar. Sí, es brígido.
Sí,
Veámoslo
recuerdo
al
haberlo
tiro.
visto.
Hay que responder las preguntas, ¿verdad?
Sí,
¿O no? Yo tampoco.
tampoco.
No, a ver, siempre salvan en el grupo, a ver.
Grupo salven.
Sí, no, mentira. ¿O no? Ah, pero salen en el... Sí, son inoperantes. No, pero están en el libro. ¿O no?
Grupo respondan. Pucha, grupo la
Ahí la
cagada.
enviaron. No son
No.
inoperantes, no digas
Ahí
eso.
está, pues sí, ahí está.
Pero sale en el libro.
Yo no tengo
Y
el
yo
libro.
tengo el libro. Yo tengo el libro.
Ah, genio.
Ah, yo lo imprimía a blanco y negro. No, no
Yo no
soy
tengo-
tan pudiente.
Yo no tengo el libro.
En un balón, decía.
Mm.
Sí. Nada, po. Pensando brígido. Ojito ahí. Estaba tuiteando, po. Estaba tuiteando ahí, ¿o no?
Ah, ya, pues.
No, sí, el video, o sea, sí, vos si está en una puta nave espacial.
Puede ser.
Mínimo tiene que tener internet. Sí, él dijo que quería llegar bien abajo.
Tis. Oh, épico.
Okay, that was it. Only 3 minutes, so you could check the answers or the notes that you had. You're going to listen one more time so you can complete your answers, okay?
Audio 3.1. 1. Hello and welcome to Making History, the program where we look back at human achievements that have changed history. And it was on October the 14th, 2012, that Felix Baumgartner, a pilot from Austria, made history when he became the first person to go faster than the speed of sound. 8 million people watched live on YouTube as Baumgartner made the amazing jump out of a balloon from a height of 38 kilometers above the Earth. Baumgartner's journey started at 3:16 p.m. when the large balloon slowly lifted him up into space. As he went up, he tweeted from his phone, "Live from space. World, you are beautiful." At 5:37 p.m., it was time to jump. He slowly moved his seat forward out of his capsule. He sat still and looked down for a few seconds. He didn't think about the beautiful view or breaking the speed record. He had only one thought: I want to get home alive. Then he jumped. But immediately something went wrong. He fell too fast, and he suddenly started to turn round and round. The rest of his skydiving team saw this on their computer screens and were worried he was in terrible danger. Luckily, he got into the correct diving position quickly, with head down and arms out behind him, like Superman. When Baumgartner's parachute finally opened and he floated down towards the desert in New Mexico, everybody shouted and jumped up and down. They were so pleased he was safe. His mother cried with happiness. Baumgartner landed on his feet. He was so happy to be safe that he fell down on his knees. A few days later, he told a TV reporter his next goal was to go faster than the speed of light. It was a joke, of course.
So where is he?
In a capsule, right above the Earth.
So basically in space, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's see. What is he doing?
Jumping to Earth to break a record.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Does anybody have any more information on that? Like how high he was?
Like tier, I don't know exactly, but so many kilometers above the earth. I don't know how many, but
how many do you
was
think?
really much. Tier, I don't know.
30?
Yes.
Okay, Ian, la lengua entre medio de los dientes. 30.
Cirde, o sea, Terde.
It's close. It's close. Coloca,
30.
comienza con tu lengua entre medio de los dientes. 30.
30.
Very good. Now he was 38.
Sí, eso.
Yeah, but you have
That's
to say it.
what I
Yo ya sé
was
hablar
about to
inglés.
say.
You have to learn. So tell me again. 38 kilometers.
38 kilometers above the earth.
Very good. Yeah. And he said above the earth. So this is the earth here, above the earth. What was he thinking?
He
He
talked
was-
about not dying.
I want to get home alive.
He
Yes.
wants to get home alive.
Yeah, it's what we said, right? Please don't let me die. I want to live. Why am I doing this? You know, all of that. When did this happen?
October 14, 2012.
Yes. Okay. David, are you there?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, David, where did he land?
Where did he land? In Mexico, I think.
Close. Not Mexico, the other country.
Oh, I don't know. I think it was in Mexico.
You heard Mexico, but it's not the country Mexico. It's
It was the desert of New Mexico.
New Mexico is.
yeah.
Okay.
It was the desert in New Mexico. So it was close, but not the country Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we heard this story. Now let's try to look at it, you know, chronologically. Try to put this in the order. What is the first thing that happened? What do you think is number one here?
Letter C.
Yes.
Okay, so if this is number one, a large balloon took him up into space. Okay, what is number two?
Letter B.
Letter B.
Okay, I'm gonna put the numbers and then we're going to listen to check. What is number three?
He made the
jump.
Okay. What do you think is number four?
F. Yeah, but baby.
Five.
H.
H.
Okay. And six.
I think it's G.
This one he
Or-
landed safely.
D, maybe.
He got down on his knees.
But that
No,
was after
it's
he
G.
landed. It's
Yes.
G.
G.
Okay, let's go with G. So which one is number seven, A or D?
I
A.
think A,
think
and
A.
then and A and D.
A and D would be number eight, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, let's check. I'm going to play it one more time the listening, last time, okay?
Audio 3.1. Hello and welcome to Making History, the program where we look back at human achievements that have changed history. And it was on October the 14th, 2012, that Felix Baumgartner, a pilot from Austria, made history when he became the first person to go faster than the speed of sound. 8 million people watched live on YouTube as Baumgartner made the amazing jump out of a balloon from a height of 38 kilometers above the Earth. Baumgartner's journey started at 3:16 p.m., when the large balloon slowly lifted him up into space. As he went up, he tweeted from his phone, "Live from space. World, you are beautiful." At 5:37 p.m., it was time to jump. He slowly moved his seat forward out of his capsule. He sat still and looked down for a few seconds. He didn't think about the beautiful view or breaking the speed record. He had only one thought: I want to get home alive. Then he jumped. But immediately something went wrong. He fell too fast, and he suddenly started to turn round and round. The rest of his skydiving team saw this on their computer screens and were worried he was in terrible danger. Luckily, he got into the correct diving position quickly, with head down and arms out behind him, like Superman. When Baumgartner's parachute finally opened and he floated down towards the desert in New Mexico, everybody shouted and jumped up and down. They were so pleased he was safe. His mother cried with happiness. Baumgartner landed on his feet. He was so happy to be safe that he fell down on his knees. A few days later, he told a TV reporter his next goal was to go faster than the speed of light. It was a joke, of course.
So you got most of them right, except
for number 6 and 7, it was A and G, I think.
Audio 3.1.
Sorry, that was my bad.
Slowly lifted him.
Damn it. Okay. So yeah, in this one, it was he fell too fast. Then it was he parachuted toward the desert. Then, after 5, what was number 6?
Everybody shooted and jumped up and down.
Yeah, they shouted, they jumped. Then he landed, and then he fell on his knees. So what I want you to do here, because they mention a lot of things that happen, especially when he jumps and he starts turning round and round. This is a very condensed video of the jump, because if you look at the jump on YouTube, it's like an hour long, the whole process, you know, of him going into the balloon and the balloon going up and all that. This is like 1 minute, but I want you to try to identify all the things that you heard in the story, okay? So just try to see if you can recognize all the events that we just listened to.
Release.
If you're scared, walk away, 'cause there's no need to feel ashamed. Yeah, we all feel the same. Where's your passion? Where's your fire
All right, now. The whole road is looking now. I'm going home now. Jumper away. Speed 725. Showing Felix in a stable descent.
Did you guys see the part where he's in the air and he starts doing this?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is an example of when they explain things that are happening, like the movements. So first, let's look at some of the words that can have the same meaning as going up and going down. For example, when you hear drop, does that mean that the object is going up or down?
Down.
Down.
Good. Land.
Down as well.
Down.
Because you're
Down.
landing.
Down. We use it with planes, right? The plane landed when it goes down. Jump.
Down. Or up.
It's both.
Both.
It could work for both. Yes, it could work for both. The difference is that when they jump, you usually always go down in the end, right? You can go up, but then eventually down. Dive.
Down.
Down.
Yeah, dive is always down. Fall.
Down.
Down too.
Okay, lift.
Up.
Up.
Good. Rise.
Up.
Climb.
Up.
Up.
Up. Take off.
Down.
Down.
Maybe.
Okay, remember that I told you with the plane lands when it goes down?
Oh, so it's up.
When something takes off is when they go up. So, for example, we thought about planes. The plane takes off and then it lands. What about lift? Lift is an object in the UK, in Europe. What is the same word in the United States, in America? The lift, it's something that goes up and down like this. What do you think it is?
Rise?
What is it?
I say the rise.
Okay, but lift. The word lift is also an object. Sometimes it's
Is it
inside
like
of
an elevator?
buildings. It's an elevator.
Elevator.
Yes. So that's why when you hear lift, it's something that goes up. Eventually it goes down, but the lift in British English is the elevator. So to lift is to put something higher, okay? Rise. Rise, you usually use it with the sun. The sun rises every morning. When you rise, it's like you do this. In a very slow movement, you start doing this, start rising. So it's not like the lift that you go from here to here. It's a slow movement that you do this. Climb, when do we say we climb something?
Like a mountain, or maybe it could be stairs.
Yeah, you also climb the stairs. That's very good. You climb the ladder. You know, when you have to, like, for example, get on the roof, those are the things that you climb because you use your hands and your feet. So looking at these pictures, can you identify each one of the movements? Take a picture of the screen because you're going back to the breakout rooms, okay? Just 5 minutes so you can see and identify these movements. You're going to work in the same groups, okay? But just 5 minutes and identify the movements.
Buena de nuevo con los cabros. Hola. A ver.
Hola.
Sí, el compare este. Sí, el. Sí. A ver. No hay ninguno que diga to the right. Es con las cosas de arriba. Ya, ya, obviamente la 5 es la G. Stacy. Sí. ¿Cómo? Las que están arriba, po. Las que están arriba. Las over, toward. No, po. No, po. Yo me estoy refiriendo a las otras palabras, por la de las 5. Over, toward, along, out of. Tírala ahí. Forwards. Backwards. ¿Verdad? Mm. Mm. Y es 8. True, ¿verdad?
La C es 1.
La F es 4. H. Sí.
La E es 9.
No, la B7.
La E. La
Ah,
E.
la E. Ah, la E. Ah, perdón.
Ah, tranquilo, no pasa nada.
Sí, el 9. Over y towards.
Over es C.
Ah, over. Listo.
Para...
Listo.
Tenemos 2 minutos para hacer nada.
Bueno. Me hago como. No, no puedo decir esto en vivo.
Dilo nomás, antes te escuché.
No, estamos en vivo.
Hagamos que, digamos
No. Sí, sí, no puedo decir nada.
Ah, ya. Cualquier palabra mala que digáis será ocupada en tu contra.
Decía poto. Tits.
Sigue, sigue.
Cock. Nick. No, no puedo.
No. La N-word.
Nice black people. Color humilde.
Iba a decir algo, pero mejor no.
Calmado nomás.
Oh, gente, 43 segundos.
40.
Hazme caso porque después te agregan 10 más, así que son 10 agregados. ¿Y cómo están?
Estamos bien. Cagado. Tengo mucha hambre.
¿Por qué no se hace un pancito? Algo.
No, no como en la mañana. Ah, buena. Un indoor. Indoor de palta.
Ahora aparece la
Oh, chao, gente.
notificación.
Oh,
¿Viste?
no.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
gente. Adiós.
Let's see the ones that you were able to identify. If you didn't get them all, it's fine, okay? What is number 1? Over. What letter do you think it is?
H.
H.
H? This one?
Yeah.
Over.
Do you all agree?
C.
It's
I
actually
think
letter
it's
C.
C.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh no.
I knew it.
So we're going to write it so you guys know, okay? Let's see, I'm gonna put it here. This is number 1. Over is like when you're in the edge, like this. When you no, how do I do this? Okay, like this. You're here in the edge, you fall over, like down. Does that make sense? You're here and you're like, damn it. It's easier if we were face to face. Anyway. You see the picture, right? Like it's like the guy is here in the ball and it's like over.
Like como
Number
pasar por
2.
encima, algo así.
No, no por encima, sino que hacia abajo. So it's usually fell over. Es como que te caíste como de cuando uno dice se cayó de cabeza. Fell over.
Ah,
Like
ok,
that.
ok.
Se me había ocurrido otra palabra, pero no la voy a usar. Number 2.
D.
A todos se les ocurrió también. Marisol, I saw your face. Yeah. Okay. Know what we mean. So let's leave it there. Number 2, 2 words.
D.
D.
Yeah.
Because you're working towards something or someone. That's a
Exactly.
different
So
quality.
there's always like an end. There's always something that you're going. There's a, like she said, you're walking or you're going towards something. So there's something that you are going to. It's not just the direction. There's a purpose, a goal, a place, you know? So yeah, very good. Number 3, along.
H.
H.
Number 3 is letter H, yes. So think about, for example, when people say that they like to walk along the coastline, así como que van a caminar por la playa. Uno no camina, así como a veces caminas en la playa y a veces caminas al lado de la playa, como en un camino, con lo que uno le dice el borde costero, por ejemplo, acá. That's going along the coastline, not in the coastline, but along the coastline, right next to it, okay? In that direction, in that place. Number 4, out of.
F.
Yeah, that one was easy. Let's be honest, that is easy. Number 5, round and round.
G.
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 Very good. Number 6,
A.
forward.
A.
Yes. 6. Number 7, backwards.
B.
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 Yes. Number 8, through.
I.
I.
Yes. And number 9, into.
E.
Good. Okay, let's do one more exercise about this, okay? You have to, let me, here. So you have to use one of the verbs and one of these prepositions of movement. You have to use one of each to complete these sentences. Take a picture. You're going to the breakout rooms one last time.
Can you give us like 2 more minutes with this one?
There are 5 sentences, 5 minutes.
One, okay.
More?
No, it's okay, don't worry.
Okay, did you take the picture? Do you have the information?
Yes.
Okay, well, so 5 minutes. If you need more time, we can finish it together. Here.
Oh, yeah.
Mira vos, che. Ah, mira vos, che. If your phone leak, if you drop, if you...
Pero no está drop, pues, mano.
Bueno, hermano.
Bueno, la veo, soy ciego.
No está drop.
¿Viste?
Take off. No, take off es otra cosa. Es despegar, imbécil.
Ya, pues.
Parecen calefal. No, fal. Si tú caes, no. Puedo usar las dos, ¿no? La de las dos cajitas.
Correcto. If you lift,
Lift. A ver, espérate.
busquen qué significa, gente. Hacemos trampa y qué pasa.
Sí. Lift, no, lift es elevar.
Ah, vamos, ya.
Dive. Puede ser dive. Lo diviáis. Diviáis
Si sumerges. Ya, pues.
Sí, pues lo sumergía en el
Si tú sumerges
en agua de
tu celular
your phone on into,
into liquid.
into
Sí,
sí, sí,
ya
me
está la
suena.
respuesta.
I will
I will
kick your ass. I
thank you, thank you.
suck. Suck. No.
No, hermano, es tan directo.
Kicking in her pussy.
Ah, pero, hermano, pero hermano.
Estamos cochinos hoy día.
Un poquito nomás.
I will, no sé, jump. Voy a saltar.
Jump. I will jump.
Voy a saltar por la ventana.
Sí, po.
I jump.
Sin
I
comentarios.
jump in.
I will jump in. Through? In through? No, nada que ver. No, what? No. En a través, no.
No sé si podí. Entonces, sí o sí es jump.
I will jump in over, in towards, in along, in round, in around, in forwards. ¿Cómo que ninguna queda?
No, no.
I will climb. I will climb in.
Climb in.
I will. ¿Cómo que en la segunda nada queda?
No.
Es raro eso. Mira, yo digo que nos vayamos a la 3.
O towards. Es
Why
toward,
does
es toward. Es toward.
towards. Oh, ¿verdad?
Podía escalar hacia
I will
esa ventana.
climb in towards.
Puse jump, weón. Ya me enojé. Es toward.
Puedes cuidar.
No sé escribir. Why do scuba divers
Aquí es jump, po. Aquí es jump.
and not forward? ¿Qué chucha sí?
Son los buceadores, eso. Sí.
Sí, es un buzo, es un buzo.
Un buzo. No me creen, maldito.
No, yo sí te creo, yo sí te creo.
Pero hermano, yo soy la fuente.
No.
If you
No,
no me la
cansamos.
This
contés.
is so difficult.
No
I
alcancé a
know
nada.
it's a little more difficult.
Last one.
Help.
Okay, so did you finish it? No.
No, we
No.
didn't even had
No.
enough time.
We are so confused.
Okay, so
Yes.
here's the thing, guys. It's
Oh.
already, guys, it's already 20 past 12. And you have another class 1:45, maybe? I don't know.
No, 2:20.
So is it okay with you if we finish this exercise now?
Yes.
Yes.
because we
Yes.
have
Yes.
so
Okay.
many doubts.
Please.
If you want, I don't want you to be like with too many classes together. So, okay,
No,
5,
don't worry.
do you want 5 more minutes? Or 10?
We can do it together.
Yes, please.
Because
Please.
I know that-
Pues,
Okay, yo sé que es más fácil que lo hagamos juntos
Teamwork.
porque saben la respuesta al tiro, pero es bueno para ustedes que debatan entre ustedes. It's good for you. Trust me. So I'll give you 5 more minutes in the breakout rooms, okay? And then if you don't finish it, we'll check together. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Nos falta uno. Ahí está. Oigan, pero hablen, pues maldito, que me siento solo.
A ver, vamos a pegar un pipazo.
Está bien.
Ah, está buena.
Ya, ¿en cuál nos quedamos? Ya, hermano, ¿en cuál nos quedamos? Terminemos esto y listo.
En jump, en la 4. Watch out! That tree is...
No, espera, pero en la 3 falta
us.
una, pues falta la de la derecha. Pues.
No, verdad.
Sí, pues,
En mi libro no
podemos-
sale derecha, weón.
Te cagaron entonces, no.
No, no hay derecha.
No,
En la 3.
no, pero es que va junto, po, ¿cachai? Está junto. Tienes que poner dos cosas ahí.
Ah, megalol.
Ah, XD.
Lemao. Tienes
Ya,
razón.
entonces poní scuba
Jump.
divers, jump backwards.
Sí.
Listo.
Back,
Listo. Terminada la tercera.
back.
Easy.
Tengo un espacio chiquitito para escribir, weón. Back.
Yo no escribo.
Ah, ya, excelente.
Épico. Ya, Oye, ¿qué le pasó al Nacho?
Es gay, le dio gay.
Ah, le dio gay.
Sí, le dio gay.
Tienes 5 minutos de vida.
Le dio gay.
Ya, la 4.
Watch out!
Ese árbol.
Is
Ahí está.
Fall. Is fall.
The three. No cacho, gente. The three.
Into us. Nuestro us.
The
No.
three is
Ya
going
pusimos
to,
into, po.
¿Le ponemos de nuevo? ¿Por qué tanto?
Ah, ya está.
That three.
Fall.
Fall on us.
Fall.
Oh,
Over us.
bueno, no hay
Over
on
us.
us.
Puede ser
Over
over us.
us. Ahí está. Listo. Easy.
Fall over us.
Can you help me to
Can you help me to
lift? Espera, ¿qué era lift?
take off my clothes?
Gente que era lift. Ahí está,
Lift,
po.
elevar, po.
Elevar la nueva tele. Into.
The
No,
new
into
TV.
no.
Xbox. Este weón está en la playa.
Estoy en Viña.
Está en la playa.
¿Te imagináis? Así ¿te imagináis en la arena así?
La otra vez también que nos tocó juntos.
Sí,
Sonaban
po.
todas las gaviotas. Sí. Weón que va a estudiar a la playa,
Igual estaría bueno.
en la caleta Portales. Ya, entonces, can you help me to lift the new TV?
Levantar. ¿Into? Ya usamos Into.
Sí, arriba, into.
Oh, entonces, along, round,
Among Us.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Sos.
Tu.
Sos.
Pum, pum. Among Us.
Gente, no soy tan inteligente, solo un poco. Ayuda.
¿Cuál no usamos? A ver.
You, can you help me to take off the new TV towards along out of
It's very heavy.
out of
Out of?
sí, po, sacarlo de la caja. Oh, está heavy.
Heavy.
Oh, gente, 13 segundos, hora 11.
Coming.
Técnicamente son ahora 10 segundos extra, porque no son 10 segundos extra. Ahí están.
Ya, me voy.
Ya, chao, gente, se me cuida.
Chao, nos vemos.
That was awful.
Yes. The discussion helps, trust me.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't make sense.
Okay, let's see what you have.
Okay, sure.
Number 1.
We have a doubt in that one.
I'm sure you're not the only one, so let's see what the other groups also wrote down.
No, it's a mistake with the book. That's why we wanted to tell you before, because we had a classmate that had the word drop in the box of and most of us don't.
Yeah.
So what happened there? What happened?
So what's the mistake?
That someone has another word that the rest of us don't have.
Where?
Because in the book is the word drop, and this in the presentation is down.
Oh. Okay.
So
yeah, that was a typo from me.
That explains so many things.
That was
explains
for you.
everything.
That was just to see if you guys were paying attention.
Eso mismo.
Purpose.
Wink, wink.
That was just to see if you were paying attention. That was on purpose. I'm glad. I'm such a good teacher. That's why I did it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. That was so... Okay, in my defense, I had classes until very late last night. So I was doing this. I was also, you know, final season of Homeland. It's a whole thing, so I'm sorry. My bad. That was my mistake. But it was
happens.
Sorry. So this is drop. So if you see, there you go again.
Yes.
You drop.
Yes.
If you drop your phone
Into.
Yeah. Into liquid. Put it in a bowl, blah, blah, blah. All right, number 2. Oh no, I haven't got my key. I know, I'll
climb.
I am.
Climb in.
Towards
the window. That means the window's here and I'm going in that direction. But what I want to do is
through. Nice.
True.
It's to go through the window. Understanding that the window is open. Right? You don't want to like crash the window. You want to go through the window because it's open. Okay, 3. Why do scuba divers
Dive or fall? We have a doubt there.
Okay, so diving is always from your front.
Oh, okay.
Diving is always forward.
And then it would be fall or jump backwards. Can you jump backwards?
Yeah, you can jump backwards. So in this case, both are correct. Fall or jump, but the important was backwards.
Backwards, yes.
Yeah. Okay, watch out. That tree
falls.
Over.
Over.
You can change the form of the verb. It could be in present, it could be in the past.
That tree is falling over.
Falling over.
Us, maybe.
So
Can we add?
that's where it makes sense, right? That tree
Yes.
is falling, but
Over.
But if it's fall over, that means that I'm not talking. I'm looking at it. So it's falling.
Towards?
If I say that it's falling in our direction.
Towards.
Towards.
Towards us. Yeah. It's falling towards us. Meaning it's falling in this direction. Because you can say it. Si se cayera encima, no hubiéramos tenido tiempo de decir la oración. Right? You're dead, basically. So if you can say it, that means that it's falling in that direction, not on you, right? Not over you. Okay, 5. Can you help me to
lift
the new TV
out of?
Yes.
Genius.
Out
We didn't know that.
of its box. It's really, yeah, because it's the box of the TV.
Yeah.
Its box. So
Indeed.
the new TV out of its box. Very good. Okay, let's stop here for today.
Thank you.
Tuesday, I'm going to review the video, the review that I'm going to post, and we're going to continue to part 3.1 that has to do with past tense. So I am also going to upload the list of irregular verbs that you should be able to learn, or you should be able to know by now. Los verbos irregulares ustedes los van a ver todos los años, pero todos los años se van actualizando porque comenzamos desde los más frecuentes, que son como, no sé, 30 que ustedes hayan visto en el colegio, y de ahí se van expandiendo la lista. So I'm going to upload the list that you should be able to learn this year. Okay, you should already know. So you have time to see it, to recognize it, to look it up if you don't know the words. And on Tuesday, we're going to work on that, okay? Okay, have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you on Tuesday.
You too.
Enjoy your
Thank you
weekend.
too.
Thank you.
Take care.
Remember that you have the test.
Bye. Have a good day.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.